Yes, sir.
I'm Skip Edwards from East Asheville. I'm 63, my wife is 63, and without Obamacare, we would have no health insurance. I was employed actually since age 11. All my life, I've been the person in our marriage that has carried the group health insurance through my employer up until the recession. I was in the construction industry, got laid off. At my age now, I have not been successful finding a new job. North Carolina has a high-risk pool insurance program called Inclusive Health, but you must prove that you're eligible by being denied by private insurance companies 2 times. With that denial, I became eligible for health insurance. It was very expensive. We paid about $1,300 a month. Unfortunately, at age 63, we have coverage until such time we can get Medicare. I'd like to ask you and the Republican Party to answer the question is, why do I not have a moral right and access to health care, and you want to defund Obamacare, which is by law and policy going to save billions of dollars over the next 10 years?
Thank you for the question. And so the high-risk pool in North Carolina that you qualified under was not created by Obamacare. It was created by the state legislature. Okay? And that is more of a solution than I think what Obamacare will be. So the reason why I don't think it's the right solution on Obamacare is because dealing with pre-existing conditions, first of all, is absolutely right. When people ask me, what are the things you agree about with Obamacare, it ends the discrimination against a pre-existing condition. That's right, just, and good. I agree with that policy. Now, how it's achieved is a different function. You can have high-risk pools for folks that have chronic conditions like diabetes, like cancer. And we can deal with that as a society, and that's important that we do that so that you can have health insurance, right? So the plan that I've supported begins with those high-risk pools at the state level enhanced to make sure that the uninsured can afford to get health insurance. And I'm very glad that you're able to afford that very expensive plan, and that's a wonderful blessing that you can and you do. Now, what happens under Obamacare, though, is if you look at the statistics, we have 15.7% of the American people don't have any health insurance. Now, some of those would qualify for a government program already. They're just not signed up or not aware of. Others are young people that maybe think at 19 years old that they can't get sick or can't get hurt, right? We need to make sure that they participate in this insurance pool because it helps all of us in society. Now, what I would support for healthcare reform, and what I do support for healthcare reform, is a multi-tiered approach. So when I say I oppose Obamacare and I voted to defund Obamacare, or delay Obamacare, or repeal Obamacare, I've done all those things. But to simply say I'm against that policy without giving an alternative is not simply enough. So I begin with high-risk pools. I also believe that for those that can save, they should be able to save tax-free for a healthcare event through health savings accounts. Furthermore, I think small businesses should be able to band together to increase their buying capacity for health insurance through association health plans. Additionally, I think you should be able to buy across state lines. Buying across state lines would be very helpful to give people more options, more opportunities, and force the health insurance companies to compete with one another. That competition will mean more and better things for us as consumers.
How about letting us have your insurance?
And finally, if you really want to know, that is the better solution. You can opt into the same health care plan that I and the janitor of the U.S. Department of Labor have access to, right? So what's the problem with that? Why can't you do that? Because of federal law. And if we change those things, and Obamacare does not fix that, by the way, if you make those changes, it gives better opportunities for folks. It's not a complete solution, but it's a step that is dramatically better than what Obamacare is. So thank you for your question.